To Kamisha Moon and his two sons, Danny and Dory. Que penses-tu? Allons-y. It's very nice. But when the blockade on Beirut was lifted by the Palestinian Revolutionary Forces and the joint Lebanese National Forces, some people came in and left a message on the fireplace of Kamisha Moon, and it said, "This house was built with the money of the people, and it'll go back to the people." Everything is different. A property which was sold to the last owner, the present owner, for £12 million, and includes a little weekend cottage and 150 acres of citrus groves. 18 months ago was the last time that the present owner was here. Isn't that right?
No.
He wouldn't pay compensation to the labourers who were here. So, since he wasn't here, the labourers occupied the cottage and have continued to work in the farm and on the citrus groves, keep the lawn up and meticulously keep everything in order until these questions are settled.
Before the guerrillas came to this region of Lebanon, it was absolutely dictatorship. Suppose a guest come to you, to your house. After a few minutes, you will find the police or detectives. They come and they take the guest to the military camp and they will send him away. If you want to open a radio on any station, you are not allowed to do so, particularly at the time of Nasser or any revolutionary country in the Middle East. They will come and they will listen behind the door.
The fascists, when they make their press announcements, not only begin with saying that it's the duty of every Lebanese to kill a Palestinian, but that the case that they try to make out is that the Palestinians have come into Lebanon, and particularly into South Lebanon, to take everything over, that it's the Palestinians who are causing all the troubles, and of course the purpose of the Israeli shelling and the fascist shelling is try to frighten them perhaps from the situation that ordinary people are really living in. There are about 500,000 people living in South Lebanon, and at least half of them came down south in the course of the last 2 years during the war in Beirut. There's virtually no industry at all, about 500 jobs in the oil company, another 1,000 jobs in various forms of transport, about 500 workers who work in clerical jobs in the banks and so on. But apart from that, to make a living in South Lebanon, you have to be working either in tobacco or in the citrus fruit production. Now, if you're a farmer working in tobacco, and there's about 30,000 families so dependent upon planting and selling tobacco to live.
The fascists, supported by the imperialism, by the foreign forces, were aiming to crush the existence of the Palestinian, not to let us have the right to fight against our enemies. They were aiming to crush all the rights of the Lebanese people also in this country. When we were fighting against them, we were fighting for the benefit of the Palestinian existence, for the benefit of the Palestinian struggle, more than that, for the benefit of those poor people, of those who were suffering too much in their life. They were having any right to live an ordinary way of life. For that, they were supporting us. We were expressing their feelings in our fighting, and therefore they stand they stood beside us and they fought beside us.